How do we understand the design at the early stage when we have no product definition yet, or not enough product definition? How do we really understand that design to be able to take those bold new risks? And this is where the 2020 release of Inspire Studio, I think, can really help you out. Let's have a look. Here we see an example. The designer is taking a quick sketch that he'd made of a hypercar, and is now using PolyNerfs in Inspire Studio to render that first, or create that first surface of that vehicle and do his proportion study. So in a few minutes, because he's working with this interconnected patchwork of nerves where he can modify the topology at will, he can create that basic shape. You see he's laid out the wheel lips, the sidewall. He's now pulling up the greenhouse. So in just a matter of seconds, he's got that basic form in place, puts in the hood, and now he can start doing his proportion study from there. But the PolyNerfs continues. The real value of the PolyNerfs is that they're not sculpting the face of the vehicle. They're actually, the designer is working on the character lines themselves. So you can see here Francesco is putting in a significant side duct feature on the car, but he's doing that by manipulating the character lines into that swooshing DNA of the hex. So doing the work that would normally take days, many days in Class A surfacing, Francesco is able to achieve this in just a few minutes. And the value of the PolyNerf, you see here, it is one continuous nerve surface automatically stitched together. So he's not worrying about the mechanics of the math modeling. He's focusing on the character of the design that he's trying to create. So beyond just the proportion study and the character lines, the value of PolyNerfs is that it includes the layers beneath the main character into the deep details. So now the designer is taking that detail of the duct, and he's able to very quickly manipulate that. He's keeping the fillets in place, the transition surfaces, all of these fundamental changes that he's making that would normally take hours or days in traditional Class A modeling. He's able to get a very high quality surface out of this in, again, just a matter of minutes. He can track down his shape. You can see even here he's going back and making very rapid adjustments on that surface. So once you've got the ability to create that basic form, we said at the top, the key here is design exploration. And what the PolyNerfs, the flexibility of it is significant to that, because here he's put a significant topological change into his model. He's put this grill to hood vent through the middle of the car, and he's done it practically live while you watch. He can go back, control the shape, position, the fillet radius, very detailed control over the placement and form of that particular topological feature, but the whole time he's maintaining a complete NURBS model. Now, in addition to the large outer skin, the full upper body of the vehicle, PolyNerf Studio is unique in that it includes both the sketching, the freeform modeling, and the construction CAD modeling to create solid models such as you see here. He's created that procedural rim from a sketch and built that into a CAD construction history. Now he's gone back to the PolyNerfs to create the freeform spokes on his wheel. Furthermore, though, it's still parametric in the sense that he's going to change the number of spokes. You'll see him add 4 spokes in, turn that into a 5-spoke wheel. And he can continue to model, and the PolyNerfs and construction history blending together seamlessly to very quickly give him a model which he can go down and put those additional details. He makes it a 5-bolt. He can change this in a moment. He changes it to 6 spokes. He'll swap that out to a 4-bolt. So again, he's got that fully integrated modeling capability in one tool and can create all of the aesthetic and functional pieces for the vehicle. So now we're able to go from that sketch to a fully realized vehicle. We've got the full product definition. In fact, this product with a carryover underbody is something we could simulate immediately. But we said early on that what we were trying to do is create a tool that allows us to explore a broad design space. So how can we use Studio to do that? And this is one of the really significant pieces of the upcoming 2020 release, is the introduction of parametric shape parameters, a whole variety of shape parameters. So the first is a surface parameter. What you see here is the designer is going back and he's working with the PolyNerfs again, reforming, reshaping that surface, creating that significant character change. But he's doing it in this case with a bit of a difference. He's capturing that change as a single dimensional feature. And as he's building out the change in the hood and the scoop for the air curtain on the side, and he changed the headlamp, you'll see he's captured that as a single feature. He puts in the splitter, and now he's going to adjust that from 0 to 100, and you see he's got this one-dimensional feature that makes a significant character change to the car. So what you're able to do is parameterize each of the major character lines, or any of the major character lines of the vehicle, and come back and interactively tune the shape of the vehicle. So right away, you can make from that one baseline vehicle that we spent a day creating, you can create 1,000 variations of character from that one model in a very short period of time.